Warm welcome to Storage Area Networks session. Myself Dr. Lokesh MR, Professor Computer Science and Engineering. So last class we have discussed about the module 2. Okay, in this module 2 we are discussing about storage area network. Okay, in this storage area network as a first topic we have discussed about fiber channels. Okay. In this fiber channel we have come across how what is the use of fiber channel, and we have discussed about how actually fiber channel has been evaluated from the coaxial cables, what is the advantages of the fiber channels, and how actually these fiber channels components are there. Okay, fiber channels are connecting to the host machine to the storage array through using a node ports, as well as connecting wires and as well as interconnecting devices, something like switches, hubs, like that. Okay, we are using a intermediate devices for connecting between the host machine as well as the data centers through the fiber channel as well as the coaxial cables. Okay, and we are using an intermediate devices, something called hub and switches. And we use some management softwares. This is what actually in the previous session in the fiber channel topic of session module 2 storage area networks we have discussed. Along with that, we understood how actually our host machines are interconnected, the connectivity of host machines through the fiber channels. So there will be a point-to-point connections, that means one host machines will be connected to the another host machines, along with the hubs. Okay, intermediate devices, interconnection devices like hubs and all, it will act like a arbitrary loops for connecting, or else we use switches, intelligent switches for communications between the array of host machines along with the data centers. And we discussed about the fiber channel architectures, and we have discussed about fiber channel 4 layer, fiber channel 2 layer, fiber channel 1 layer and fiber channel 0 level in details. That is the topic we have discussed. Along with that, we discussed about the fiber channel addressing, that means all intermediate host intermediate devices as well as the host machines and as well as the array storage array are identified in the storage area networks in the form of addresses, okay, which is called as fiber channel addresses, and each host machines will be represented in the network by using worldwide names. Okay, that is what we have discussed. And we discussed about the fiber channel frames. That means whenever we are transmitting the storage informations from the host machine to the array of storages, we have to store in the form of frames. Okay, fiber channel frames we have discussed, along with the structure and organization of the data like flow control and B2B credits, okay, and E2E credits, and different types of classes of making connections between the host machines along with the arrays. Okay, storage arrays, different types of classes. So, and we have also discussed about the managements. For example, whenever a new host machines wants to interconnected with the storage area networks, it has to recognize with the worldwide naming. Okay, worldwide naming. So to identify that, we need to give us special privileges, and to perform such type of operations we are using something called zoning. Okay, the zoning is used for security purpose, and it is to avoid the interference whenever we are connecting our host machines to the arrays things. That is what we have discussed. And the last topic we discussed about the virtualization in storage area networks. The virtualization in storage area networks can be divided into two groups. One is a block level storage virtualization, as well as whole storages is made a virtualization. Block level virtualization means each blocks in the host machines has been virtualized. That means logically connected by using a LVM, okay, logical volume managers, and then we are connecting to the we are storing the informations to the data centers or array of data centers, or else our data center itself has made a virtualization by taking a disks virtualization. Like that we can classify the virtualization in storage area in networks into a block level storage area networks. Okay. Today we are discussing about the second topics by the name called Internet Protocol Storage Area Network, as well as by using something called fiber channel extension. Okay, fiber channel of extension. What actually we are discussing in this class is like whenever we are using a fiber channel for interconnecting between one devices to the another devices, we need to connect with the different topologies, as well as we need to use an intermediate devices. These intermediate devices will be have high cost. Okay, to reduce that we go for internet protocol. You know that whenever we are connecting our host machines to the data centers, we need to connect through the coaxial cable as well as the fiber channels, and these coaxial cable and fiber channels should use internet for connectivity between one computer to the another computers. That means through the set of internet protocols we need to communicate for transmitting the data and receiving the data from the data centers to the host machines. That means anyhow we are using an internet, instead of using a infrastructures, interconnecting devices like hub switches like that. So let us think in the form of connecting our host machines in the host in the wireless fashion. That means by using some internet protocol for transmitting the data. So whenever we are transmitting the data along with the fiber switches, it's having some limitations. Limitations means it can transmit data in a serial fashions, and we need to have a high end connectivity devices. Okay, like that. Okay, the cost of investing for the infrastructures will be high. So to reduce the infrastructures which we are using in the connecting between the host machines as well as the array, so we go for internet protocols. Okay, so we study the concept of how actually the internet protocol is being adapted for the existing fiber channels. Okay, so we know that we are connecting our storage informations, okay, by using small computer simple interface. Small computer simple interface, this is a protocol we are using to connect between the one host machines to the another host machines. Okay, or host bus machines, host bus interfaces. Okay, these are the connectivity devices, hardware connectivity devices we are using it. So if you make our the connectivity devices as to connect along with the internet protocol, then it is having an advantages. Anyhow you are using an internet for connecting between the host machines as well as the data centers. If you make our infrastructures along with the internet protocol, then we have an advantages. We will discuss what are the components we are using for making our existing fiber channels into internet protocols, and how our host machine is connecting to the storage array by using a internet protocol by using a host machine. That means we will study internet IP protocol by using host machine connectivity. This is the second topic we will discuss. What are the different types of parameters for connecting our host machines along with the internet small computers, and as well as we will discuss about the topologies. You know that whenever we are connecting to the internet, we need to connect along with the certain topology, either it may be a star topology or bridge topology, mesh topology, network topology, like that. initially whenever we make our infrastructures, okay, to be a connecting in the form of internet, we need to connect along with the topologies. So in storage area network, so whenever we are connecting to the internet protocol, we use a topology by the name called native internet protocols. Okay, a native internet protocol, bridge internet protocol, or combination of fiber channel as well as a native fiber channels, native internet protocols. Like that we combined the different types of combinations, and we will discuss how actually the topology is connected whenever we are making a internet protocol as a storage area networks, internet protocol as a storage area networks. So since we are connecting in the internet along with some IP internet protocols, we need to follow some certain protocol stacks. Okay, so we need to follow of transmitting our data by using some protocol stacks. Okay, simply we can't transfer the data. So how do we transfer the data? Through certain rules, okay, that we will learn, okay, in this module. Along with that, we will learn something called data units. Okay, internet protocol, internet small computer simple interface data units. Okay, how actually the data units look into pictures, because whenever we are transmitting our data from the host machines to the storage array, simply we can't transfer. We have to insert the source ID as well as a destination ID as well as CRC codes to check whether the data is corrupted or not corrupted, and we need to encode the data and we have to decrypt the data whenever we are receiving it. Like that, some data unit should be there. Okay, data unit should be there. And when our new devices is interacting with the networks, we need to discover, okay, whether our devices is able to communicate to our infrastructures or not. If it is having a capability of participating in that particular network, then only we it is allows to have a capability of connectivity between the devices, or else we have something this is one concept we will discuss. The other concept we will discuss with respect to namings. That means every devices in the IP storage area networks, IP storage area networks should be having a unique name, and through the unique name itself it has to interacting with the one devices to the another devices. How the namings will be given we will discuss. Along with that, we discuss about something called sessions. Okay, so whenever we are connecting with the internet protocol, all the internet protocols will be connected along with some namings. That means the user who wants to access the particular host machines has to have some unique ID. That ID will be in the form of your Gmail account, like that. Some account ID will be given for each person. Okay, that each person can log in to one system or many systems, depends upon the different sessions, how the sessions will be done. Okay, and how our command will be used in the internet protocol small computer system interfaces, how the commands will be sequenced. Okay, how the commands will be sequencing. Okay, what are the commands we are using, that also we will discuss. Along with that, this is one part of making our simple computers, small computer simple interface along with the internet protocols. Okay, so along with that, we discuss about how do we make our fiber channel, okay, as an internet protocol. This is the second part we will discuss. Like that, in this chapter we have to discuss about how actually our small computer simple interface is made to an IP. The other thing is we have to discuss about the fiber channel interfaces. Once again, here whenever we are discussing the concept of making our fiber channel as an internet protocol, we need to discuss about the protocol stacks. Okay, that means the how the your data is connecting between one computer to the another computer by using a set of rules. Okay, that is the things we have to discuss. And the second thing is topology. We need to discuss what are the topology we are using it, and how do we make our fiber channel internet protocols performance should be increased. Okay, so by using some different techniques and algorithms, we need to make our fiber channel internet protocols should be a more high performance. How do we make it a high performance, as well as we have to look into some security features also. These are the topic we discuss about making our infrastructures either by using a small computer simple interface or fiber channel internet protocol, along with the topology stacks, understanding how topology is being connected and how the protocol is being connected, and what are the topology it is being connected, and how do we use some performance measures and security measures. These are the topics we discuss. Okay, along with that we discuss about something called connectivity between the one devices with the another devices along with the internet protocols. Okay, so how do we extend our fiber channel with the connectivity of another devices? How do we do that? So we understand by using something called IO consolidations. Okay, IO consolidations, we discuss the concept by the name called IO consolidations. That means whenever we are connecting between one devices to the another devices, we connect between one devices to the another devices along with some buses. Initially that bus is made to connect with the internet protocols like that. How do we make the consolidations of IOs using our fiber channel extended connections? So that is one thing we will discuss. Along with that we discuss about the components of fiber channels. Okay, components we are using. Okay, components we are using for connecting our fiber channels. Okay, what are the components we are using? So connect whenever we are using a different component, something like we use say adapters. Okay, so network adapters for connecting the devices, that means network interface adapters we are using to make our networks to be converged. Okay, we are using a network interface convergence adapters, and as well as we are using something called cables. Along with that, different cables we are using it. Along with that we use some switches for connecting the devices. Okay, so this is for making our technology. Okay, by making our existing technology along with the internet protocol. This is the existing technology available. If you make our existing infrastructures by connecting to the internet protocol, we can increase the performance of the things. These are the topics we will discuss as a second topic in the module 2 in the storage area network, to make our storage area to the network. Okay, if you want to make our networking of our storage area networks, we are studied earlier topic. We have discussed about the fiber channels, how it is connected by using hubs and switches as well as the cable wires and all. Now we make an enhancement of fiber channels by using the internet protocols as well as the extension of the topics. These are the topics we will discuss in this module. Okay, so now let us understand how our fiber channel is made into a internet connections, what is the advantages, so and what is the drawbacks have been done whenever we are making our infrastructure as a wired network infrastructures. Okay. So, let us as I was telling that in this module we study about the different protocol and the components we are using it, topologies, and we discuss about the fiber channel extension protocol, components and topology. That is what we discuss as a summary what I have learned. So, now let us understand what is the drive or motto of making our storage area networks as an internet protocols. Let us discuss what is the drive or motivations behind making our storage area networks as an internet protocol. Traditionally, whenever we are using a storage area networks along with the fiber channels, we provide the transmissions along with the IO paths. Okay, that means a block of IO devices are connected by using a fiber channels. So, it will increases the high performance will be increased, and stability, scalability of connecting between the one devices is also increased whenever we are using our infrastructures as a fiber channel infrastructures. But we have to use some intermediate devices for connecting between one devices to the another devices. That intermediate devices may be high cost, okay, like fiber channel, host bus adapters, these are the, and switches, these are costlier. We need to make these components to be less utilizers. Instead of making, whenever we want to connect our fiber channel host machines to the array of things along with the fiber channel, we need to have a host bus adapters along with the switches. So, this is a costlier. So, to utilize the existing, and even though we are using these infrastructures, we need to have a internet. So, to utilize the existing internet, we adapt a new technology. Anyhow, we are using some protocol for connecting to host bus machine, host bus adapter as well as the switches. So, along with that, if you are connecting our devices with the protocols by the name called internet protocol, it is having more advantages. So, in this topic we will discuss what is the advantages of connecting our internet protocol based based infrastructures. Okay, internet protocol based infrastructures for making our connectivity between the one devices to the another devices. Okay, this structure we are using it, infrastructures we are using. Okay, internet protocol based infrastructures. Internet protocol based infrastructures is a having maximum advantages by comparing to the storage area, fiber channel storage area networks. What are the advantages? Okay, so that means while we are transferring the data from one host machines to the another host machines, we are transferring the data at the block level. Okay, block level over the internet protocols. That means every transmissions in the host machines to the array of storage array will be having a IP address. That means if you make our existing infrastructures along with the IPs, so we can reduces the new hardware components to be inserted for transferring the data, for transferring a large number of data. Okay, so we need to have a large number of host bus adapters for connecting a large number of data. Instead of that, so we consolidate all the storage devices, transmission storage devices along with some internet protocol ID, okay, and we transfer the data, so that we will reduce the hardware as well as the software investments. Okay, so hardware and software investments, any devices which we are inserting in the network should contain say softwares also, so that will be reduced. And along with that, say if you are making our consolidations of the storage devices along with the IPs, we can transfer for a long distance. Okay, for a long distance, since it is secured with the internet protocols, and it is more robust in the sense that it can have a high security options, and it can transfer the data, depends upon the large number of data can be inserted and we can transfer, okay, in a secured fashion. So the data which is connecting from host machines along with the storage devices is done through the transport layer itself. Okay, so the transport layer is in the transport layer itself we can consolidate the transmissions of the data in the form of internet protocols. So whenever we are telling that we can consolidate our transmissions of data, block of data at the transport layer, the main purpose of transport layer is to convey how our data transmissions will be taken care, whether the data transmissions will be taken care along with the transmission control protocols. That means the transmission, before transmitting the data, whether the acknowledgement has to receive the data or not, then only the data will be transmitted. That is one type of transmissions, that is a connecting devices, or UDP transmissions. Some data will be transmitted, at some point the acknowledge will be received. That is the way the transport layers will work. Whenever we are connecting our storage area networks by using a transport layer, we use the transmissions of storage area networks by using we use the concept of transmitting the storage parameters at the small computer system interface level itself. So we use this in the small computer system interface packet itself. We are converting our data in the form of internet protocols. So if you are making this at this protocol level itself, at the transmission level protocol itself, we are making our transmissions as an internet protocol, it is have an advantages. That means it can carry the data at the block levels. That means it does not requires the individual transmissions like how the fiber channels will be connecting like that. So if you make the connections at the block level at the transport layer itself, so we adapt the connectivity of large number of servers is connecting to the storage networks. Okay, large number of storage servers will be connected to the storage networks. By this we can reduce the cost of connectivity between the host machines as well as the arrays. Okay, and these connections will be taken care and done in the form of this, like we have to have some devices. Okay, how do we implement our small computer simple interface by using a internet protocols? How do we nomenclature? Okay, so that will be done by using a internet. What is the implementation of storage area networks? Okay, so how do we do it? Okay, implementation. Okay, how do we do the implementations? So we use as I was telling that we have a server like this. These servers will be connecting along with the host bus machines. Okay, it may be a simple computer, small computer simple interface of internet protocols. This host bus machines this is something like a port. Okay, so the port only we are connecting. So as we tell that we have to make our devices to be connected to the internet. So we use, this is an internet, this is an internet. Okay, these internet connections will be connected in the form of internet protocols. Okay, these internet protocol in turns will be connected to some devices. These devices something like gateways. So instead of switches and hubs here which we need to connect, so we are connecting directly to the gateways. Okay, this gateway is an intelligent gateway which is connecting between the different storage arrays. Okay, we have a storage arrays, different storage arrays like this. These storage arrays are with different infrastructures are connected along with the gateways. Okay, so this gateway works in an intelligent fashions for transmitting the storage informations. Okay, this is an array of storages which is kept in the different infrastructures. Okay, this internet protocol also will be connecting to the other devices. So when we are connecting to the one devices to the another devices, so along with the gateways, we once again we need to connect along with some ports. Okay, these ports may be fiber channel ports. Okay, or it may be our internet small computer simple interface ports, like that. These are the connectivity will be occur. Okay, whenever we are connecting our servers, okay, along with the IP address with the different infrastructure, something like gateways are directly connecting to the another storage array along with the things, we need to have some encapsulations. Okay, we need to encapsulate the informations. Okay, encapsulate our internet protocol to it. Okay, so we have to encapsulate. Encapsulate means we have to already some small computer interfaces is there. So we need to add a internet protocol for the small computer simple interface devices. So encapsulations should be done. This encapsulation is done along with some commands. Okay, as I was telling that we are studying a different commands, we need to add the encapsulation along with the commands, and we need to make our data, into a IP packets. We need to make our data into a IP packets. So we have to convert the existing data into a IP packets, and we need to transfer through the transport protocols. Okay, so as I was telling that all our data will be transferred using using something called TCP or UDP protocols. We have to make our transmissions along with the TCP and UDP. This is the implementations how our IP is made into connecting into a existing networks. So whenever we are making the internet protocol, small computer simple interface protocol into a IP protocols, we need to use some devices, something like we need to have an encapsulations. What type of encapsulations we need to use it? The encapsulation should contains something called initiators. Okay, so something called initiators in it. Okay, so for example these components, okay, these components of IP small computer simple interface component should contains a initiators. Okay, that means there should be an initiators here. Okay, these initiators are a hardware or it may be a software devices which is resist in the computer. That means it is placed in the computers, and it handles the communications between the internet small computer interface array storage devices along with the hardware components which we are using with the existing one. For example, whenever we are using an internet small computer interfaces, these internet small computer interfaces has been connected with the hardware component, something called host bus interfaces, host bus interfaces, like that, okay, or else it should contains along with host bus adapters, okay, host bus adapters, or else it should contains along with network interface cards, okay. These network interface card, host bus interfaces, these are the hardware components which we are using in the server for connecting between the different infrastructures. So, since we are making our protocol should be connected with the internet protocols, we need to make our protocol as a initiators. So, it should along with the command we have to insert. So, first one, the components of making our internet protocol, we need to have an initiators, okay, we call it as internet small computer simple interface initiators. Along with that, the second components we are using is small computer simple interface targets, okay, that means to where we need to transfer, okay. So, that means we need to enable the IP protocols, okay, and we need to enable the corresponding intermediate devices, something like gateways, and we need to enable some connecting devices like internet protocol which port which is connecting to the other host machines, like that. So, if you want to make the targeted ports, okay, to be active, that means known to the users, we need to have a targets, okay, IC internet protocol small computer interface target should be there. That means we should know the destinations to where it has to reach. Along with that, we are having a IP networks, okay. It's not only just transferring the data along with the initiators, something like hardware components and the target components, knowing the target components, along with the things we need to have, say, internet protocols. These are the components we are using it whenever we are making our infrastructures as an internet protocol infrastructures. So, as I was telling that the devices which we are connecting to the servers, these devices is called as a host machines. That means where we need to have to store our data by using the computer called host machines. These host machines will be having a interface cards, okay, network interface card, along with the software called initiators, okay. What initiators? So, small computer simple interfaces should be there. These interfaces, initiator interfaces, should be compatible with the network interface card which is present in the host machines, okay. It should have some special software for connecting and compatible between the interface card along with the initiators of storage area network. This is the connectivity options is done, okay. That means directly we can't make our host machines to be connected to the internet protocols. We need to make a special initiators with the commands, and these special initiators which we are making to be compatible to the interface card should be compatible with the CPU which is used in the host machines. That means it should have some intermediate computations should be taken care. These computations should be knowing that these host machines is been connected to the storage area network by using an IP address along with the internet protocol. This is one thing, okay. So, it is not only that, we need to have a TCP offline engines, okay. TCP offline engines. Okay, this is the one more software actually we are building to make our internet protocol initiators. Okay, in the host machine itself it contains a TCP offline engines. The main purpose of TCP offline engine is to interacted with the network interfaces card as well as interacting with the CPU of the host machines by using different cycles. That means like in the CPU we need to have a special processing capability of taking the participations of internet protocol along with the internet small computers. The CPU needs a special computing, that means it should have a special CPU cycle for interacting with the internet protocol. So, for that we need to have a transport control protocol offline engines is been inserted in the host machines, or else we need to have a this is the second components we need to have. The third components we need to have in the host machines to make our connecting between the internet protocol. So, is we have small computer simple interface with host bus adapters. Okay, this has to be make enhancement. Okay, this has to be made offloaded. Okay, offloaded for both internet protocol as well as the CPU host. Okay, what do you mean by that? That means the host bus adapters will be used with the special software to make our CPU more comfortable to be connecting to the internet protocol, and this at the same time the internet protocol has to recognize the host our host to be participate in the internet as an internet protocol by using a host bus adapters. This is an hardware components we are using in the host bus machines in the host to make our connections connections between the different infrastructures. Like that we need to have a different types of connectivity options. These are the connectivity options, either by connecting with the initiators. Okay, the initiators which we are using for connecting to the infrastructures has a concept called network interface card as well as TCP offline engine for making compatible with the host machines to the internet protocol, along with the host bus adapters. These are the connectivity options are available for connecting our host machines to the network. Okay, so this is how actually the connectivity is been done in the host bus machines. Now we will discuss the topology concepts and other things extensions in the next class. I will wind up this session. Thank you so much.